Okay, here's the question. The question is, how do you lose weight? How do you change your body when you are a foodie? How do you get this body under control when you just love to eat? When you love to eat, you love to cook, all right, you love good food, but honey, you also want to look good. You want to lose a couple of pounds. You want to fit into those old jeans again, baby. Listen, you ain't got to talk to me. I'm like a cat. I'm like a cat in that I'm very food motivated. Listen, honey, you can get me to do just about anything if you feed me.
Feed me. Feed me.
You tell me, look, Roxie, I need you to do this, that, and the third. I'm like, boom, is there food involved? Your girl is there, okay? And I'll tell you what, one of the things that got me in real big trouble post-pandemic, during the pandemic, listen, it's been a mess, okay? I'm still talking about a pandemic and we in 2025. Okay, this is how much I'm struggling right now because I got into this habit of ordering out. And not just ordering out anything, honey. You know what I love? I love me some ramen. Not the Maruchan ramen or the oodles and noodles. No, honey, I'm talking about Japanese ramen. Okay, I'm talking about the restaurant quality ramen in my favorite spot in LA. Listen, I done spent I'm talking about $3,000-$4,000. I'm not even joking in the last couple of years because it's like $25 a bowl every time you order there. And I order there a lot. Okay, yeah, so I got a serious habit and it's not good for my waistline. Okay, I like to eat out and I gained a lot of weight. So you know what I started to do? I decided that, okay, what it is that I love flavor. I love food, but I also want to be fit and healthy. And I also don't want to be spending all this money because it's a lot of money to be eating out nowadays. It's expensive, boo, okay? So I decided that, okay, I'm going to start learning how to make stuff at home, but I'm also going to try to make things as healthy as I can when it comes to anything that I love. Now, here's where this juxtaposition comes in with today's conversation though, okay? When you want to lose weight, what's the number one thing that we all are conditioned to do? We stop eating things we like, right? We automatically start eating like a bird or a rabbit. Let's go for all the salads. Let's go for the plainest, driest piece of meat that we can find. Let's not season our chicken. Let's not season our fish. It's absolutely disgusting. And it's no wonder that we just do not enjoy the process of trying to change our bodies and do it the healthy way, because healthy automatically means shutting everything down, stop eating things that you like, and to really get into this mindset of restriction. And as someone who has worked with nutrition my entire career, as someone who's a certified sports nutrition specialist, who's worked with clients from around the globe, the one thing I'm going to say that I've developed in my coaching practice and the way that I teach my clients is that you have to eat to be lean, eat to be strong, eat to have the body of your dreams. Food is your greatest ally. It is not your worst enemy. And the way that the industry is set up, we are told or taught to see food as the enemy. Food is bad. If you are enjoying your food, then there's no way on earth you can maintain your weight. And nothing could be further from the truth. It is possible to eat well, to eat healthy, and to still eat clean and see your body change. And I'll tell you what, I used to do something when I was coaching for many years actually. And I would create skeleton meal plans, which were very basic kind of meal plans. Like, for instance, I might have a client eat about 40 grams of oats in the morning with 2 eggs, a cup of fruit or something like that. Meal 2 would be 120 grams or so of chicken breast, 100 grams of rice, 2 cups of vegetables. Very, very basic, but allow the client the freedom to be able to prepare their foods as they want. Now, here's the problem with that. The problem with that became the fact that my clients were obviously adding things to this diet. So the base plan that I was giving them wasn't really the true caloric amount that they would be eating. And then it also didn't teach them anything about how to incorporate the flavors that they love, the things that they like, and to cook their foods in a way that everybody can eat, whether it's them, the kids, the family, whoever. It didn't teach them the tools to be able to learn how to enjoy the process of feeding yourself, of nurturing your body in the process of change. And then one thing happened that set me off on a completely different trajectory. Now, I talked about this in one of my recent videos. I'm going to go ahead and put it up right here so that way you can check it out. But I talked about how I got into recipe-based meal planning. So now we actually put together meals that are based on recipe, that are easy to make, that are delicious to taste and to have, but it teaches the clients how you can have that balance of flavor, how you can be able to eat what you love, eat what you like, but do it in portions that work for you, and to be able to bring the whole family, for those of you who have kids, if you have a significant other or whatever, to be able to bring them into the fold of eating healthy as well, which makes everybody's life easier because we're so busy. We don't have a lot of time. So I want to talk about today, though, the importance of being able to let go of your past notions when it comes to how you should be eating and how to kill cravings, how to really be able to eat in a way that you like while still seeing results. So if this is your first time here, honey, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and smash that like button right now. I am having a special workshop right here on my channel live on Friday, and I want you to join me. We're gonna be talking about meal planning and this new recipe-based approach that I'm actually seeing on different platforms around in app stores and more. In fact, this meal planning approach has recently been adopted by MyFitnessPal. This is an approach that we've been using already in my coaching practice. So I'm excited to talk about it. Not only are they doing it, there are a whole bunch of apps out there right now that are doing this same thing, that for so many of you who are struggling and you don't know how to eat in a way that you can sustain this stuff, this masterclass is going to be for you. You do not want to miss it. I'm going to put that link right here for you to go ahead and get signed up because it's absolutely free. So here are a couple of tips on how you can best optimize your meal planning. If you're someone who loves food, if you're someone who's like dying of cravings because you're cut everything out of your diet right now and you're on the struggle bus, honey, I want to give you some tips on how to just manage your hunger, how to eat what you love, and to still see results. The first thing that I would advise, or one of the first things that I do with my clients, is make sure that the diet that they're on is not a starvation diet. Look, yes, you want to lose weight, you want to burn fat, you want to keep muscle on, but the number one thing I see that most women in particular are doing is that you're eating too few calories. Like, ladies, listen. Yes, you have to eat in a caloric deficit. No, you should not be eating like a rabbit, okay? Or eating enough food that feeds a small child. You are a grown woman. You have a grown woman's body. You are active. You have a life. You need to have energy. So many of you are starving yourselves and you don't even realize it. When you've been eating low calories for a long time, training up the wazoo, and your body is not responding, you have a choice. Yeah, you can go ahead and lower your calories some more and create all kinds of hosts of hormonal issues, or you can take a step back, eat a little bit more, putting maybe 100, 150, to some of you 200 extra calories into your diet, all while keeping your training hard, cutting back on the cardio a little bit, really leaning into strength training so you hold on to muscle. I promise you, you're gonna start seeing your body respond so much better. And part of the problem as to what's leading to all these cravings that you're having is not just that you've cut out these foods, but it's because your body is screaming at you that it wants to eat. It's craving certain nutrients. You're being too harsh. So I want you to take a step back and just evaluate, like, where are you right now? Are you eating enough? Now, here's the thing I need you to consider, though, in this whole entire process. Hunger is a part of the game when it comes to weight loss. There is no way, none on this green earth, that you are going to be able to diet and try to lose weight and not be hungry. Now, that is a lie that the fitness industry has sold you, a lie that the diet industry has sold you. You are going to be hungry. Your body doesn't give one iota about your six pack. Not at all. Your body doesn't care about fitting into your old jeans again, honey. It doesn't have a care in the world for the clothes in the back of your closet. That's a you thing in your head, okay? But your body cares about one thing, your survival. And it's going to do everything in its power to maintain homeostasis. So if it's acclimated to being whatever current body weight you're at right now, you're going to have to work hard in order to wake it up and to lose the weight. And when you go ahead and you start working out and waking it up, honey, it's going to get hungry. It's going to send cues to your brain that you're starving every cell to death. It thinks it's dying. Your body is like, the cells are just like, yo, what's going on here? So your body thinks it's dying. So it's going to want you to eat to survive. Now, this is where your mental part comes in and your discipline and knowing your why. Why is this important to you? Now you have the tools to be able to talk yourself off the ledge and say, okay, I know that I'm going to be hungry. Hunger is a part of this process. The cravings that I'm feeling are part of this process, but I'm not going to give in because I have the discipline and I know my why this is important to me. So the sooner you can embrace the fact that hunger is a part of the physiological process of dieting and weight loss, the better off you'll be. Now, you do want to pay attention to how hungry you are. If you're ready to eat your hand off of your body, honey, you are eating too few calories. I always say to my clients, you want to make sure that when it comes to your hunger, that you are feeling hungry in between your meals. And you start to feel that rumble of hunger just very slightly around 3 or so hours after your last meal. Some clients can go about 4 hours or so. Or if there's someone who likes to eat fewer meals throughout the day, then they might feel hungry every 5 to 6 hours. It just really depends on the person and how big each meal is. But you have to know that hunger is not going to go away, that hunger is a part of the process of weight loss. So now you need to prepare yourself to mentally deal with that and make sure you're not starving yourself in the process. And then the next thing that I'll add is that you want to think about the fact that this should not be something that starts and stops. You've heard it enough times. Diets do not work. Excuse me, sir, I'm trying to have a conversation with the people here. Come on, get out of here. Diets simply do not work, you guys. What does work? Lifestyle changes and smart choices. Learning how to cook your foods in a way that are yummy, but also healthy, that fit and meet your macros. Now, I'm not saying to go out and have fried chicken every day and hamburgers and fries and pizza and all this stuff. I'm not telling you to eat that every single day, but including something like that in your meal plan where you plan for it, where you know it's coming up and you allow yourself that freedom every so often, that's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, one of the recipes that I have for my clients in our meal planning database is an entire pizza recipe, and it's so incredibly yummy. Is that something I want my clients eating every single day? No, but when they want to kill a craving, it's perfect. It fits into their meal plan. They've planned for it. They know it's coming up. I mean, yes, of course, in the process of food preparation, you're going to have to pay attention to the oils that you use, marinades, sauces, all kinds of things. Measuring your foods, making sure that things are precise. Yes, that's just a part of the process when you're trying to relearn how to eat well and eat for your goals. But beyond that, it doesn't have to be something that's torturing you, because what you do to lose the weight is exactly what you need to do to maintain it. And this is why sustainable dieting and a sustainable approach is so important. Teaching you the habits, the behaviors, and the mindsets that you need, not only to get the change, but to keep it in the long run. That's what you should be learning in this process. So I want you to renew your mind and change the way that you see food and how you're approaching the usage of food in a good way in order to see the results that you want. Look, as I told you, I have this incredible workshop that we're going to be doing. I'm going to have it here for you guys live so that you can ask questions. We're going to break down this whole recipe-based meal planning approach, and I'm going to use our system as an example. And if you're someone who has access to MyFitnessPal or any of the other type of meal planning software out there, this will really be great for you. And if you're a woman who's struggling right now to figure out your nutrition, and you've been watching me for a while, you like what I have to say, you've seen what I can do when it comes to training clients, I am taking on new clients right now. So there's a link down below for you to set up a power hour call. Go ahead and find out more information about that. We'll talk about what's getting you stuck right now and how to get you unstuck. And if you want to continue on with working with me for monthly coaching, that is the first step, is that power hour call. So go ahead and schedule yours today, honey. And while you're at it, go ahead and click this video right over here, all right, that YouTube knows that you need to be watching to get this diet, training, and mindset together, honey. Okay, I will see you over there.